Have you ever tried to communicate with someone who doesn't speak the same language? You might use gestures or point to try and convey meaning, but without the right words or language, it doesn't work too well. What about communicating with friends, co-workers, customers, family members, all the relationships in life where we sometimes feel like we're just not on the same wavelength? Even though we both speak English, we just can't seem to communicate. Have you ever tried to do or say something loving to someone only to have it backfire on you? I have. We may become frustrated or discouraged, feel misunderstood or hurt. We don't feel very loved or appreciated by the other person. Why is this? It's because everyone has a love language, and not everyone speaks the same love language. A love language is the way we give love and want to receive it. We all need to feel loved, and we all have an emotional love tank that makes us feel secure, content, and loved when it's full. Let me ask you a question. What makes you feel loved? What fills your emotional tank? How do you know when other people are showing you love and appreciation? And when you want to show love and appreciation to someone, how do you do that? According to Gary Chapman, author of The 5 Languages of Love, there are 5 ways or languages we use to express our love, and everyone has a primary love language. I'd like to explain these 5 languages of love, inform you of what they are, how they are used, and then inspire you to go out and speak these love languages to anyone who needs to know you love them. Your spouse, your children, your mom or dad, your girlfriend or boyfriend, or even your friends here at Toastmasters. Please customize my words to your situation and relationships. And this is not just limited to romantic love. The first way we like to express our love is through words of affirmation. Actions don't always speak louder than words. If this is your love language, unsolicited compliments mean the world to you. Hearing the words, "I love you," are important. Hearing the meaning behind the words makes you feel 10 feet tall. Insults can leave you shattered and are not easily forgotten. You like to use your words to encourage others, either verbally, face-to-face, or writing a note, sending an email or text, all with the intent to lift up the other person. My husband, Ron, he tells me every day, "You are the most beautiful woman in the world." I love that he tells me that. It fills me up. Now, I know that I am not, but that he says it coming from him makes me feel treasured and loved. One of the great things about Toastmasters is that we are blessed by the words of affirmation we give each other after our speeches. With each word of affirmation, we are showing each other we care. The second love language is spending quality time together. Nothing says I love you like full, undivided attention. Being there for this type of person is crucial, but really being there with the TV off, the newspaper down, and all the chores and the to-do lists on standby. Distractions, postponed dates, or the failure to listen can be especially hurtful. By choosing to be with your loved one in a focused way, going out for a walk or a hike, going out for a meal or movie, or just sitting and talking alone is special time together. And time equals love. One of my favorite things to do with my daughters is to take them out for coffee or tea. Sometimes we go out, the 3 of us, but I also like to take them out just one at a time. My attention is not on the coffee, even though it's really good. My attention is on my daughter. If, however, I was talking on the phone or texting, obviously my attention would be diluted. The activity doesn't matter as much as the emotional connection felt in being together. These 2 coffee mugs represent spending quality time together, enjoying each other in a focused way. The 3rd love language is the giving and receiving of gifts. Don't mistake this love language for materialism. The receiver of the gifts thrives on the effort and thoughtfulness and love behind the gift. If this is your love language, the perfect gift or gesture shows that you are prized above whatever was sacrificed to bring the gift to you. A missed birthday or anniversary or hasty, thoughtless gift could be disastrous. For birthday celebrations in our family, I used to like to have each of our children make or buy something small for the birthday person being honored so they would enjoy and learn how to give to somebody. Sometimes though, in the hastiness and busyness of life, this didn't always work out, so we would just give a group gift. Years ago when this happened, about an hour before the family party, my youngest child, Katie, came to me and said, "What am I giving Daddy for his birthday?" I said, "Well, we don't have anything from just you this time, but together we're giving him this nice sweater." Her response was, "I must give my daddy something. This is not right. This is wrong. He's my daddy." And she became very upset. I didn't realize at the time that her love language is the giving and receiving of gifts. With no gift to give, she felt she was not showing love. The 4th love language is acts of service. Can vacuuming the floors really be an expression of love? Absolutely. Anything you can do to ease the burden of responsibilities weighing on the acts of service person speaks volumes. The words they most want to hear are, "Let me do that for you." My in-laws have overwhelmingly demonstrated their love for me in this way. Each time we have moved, which was 5 times in the first 6 years of our marriage, they were there to help me and then stayed around to clean, paint, organize. Throughout the years, they have been there helping to drive my children all across town where they need to be when I couldn't be at 2 places at once especially. The 5th and final love language is physical touch. This language is not all about the bedroom. A person whose love language is physical touch is, not surprisingly, very touchy. Hugs, holding hands, pats on the back, thoughtful touches on the arm or shoulder or face. These are all ways to show excitement or concern or care and love. These 2 bears sewn together represent physical touch, always touching each other. All of us can identify with these 5 languages of love in one way or another, although we primarily respond best to 1 or 2 of them. We also tend to like to give love the same way we like to receive it. What I'd like to do is challenge you to 2 things. First, identify your primary love language. Second, identify the primary love language in the people most important to you. I have a love language profile for you to take either this afternoon or later when you go home, and I'm going to pass it out after my speech is over. Once you've identified yours and your loved one's primary love language, try expressing love to them in the way that means the most to them, even if it's not your primary love language. Don't do it just once. Do it over and over, day after day. Watch what happens, and you may find they may feel more loved and appreciated by you than they ever have before. And in return, you may feel more loved and appreciated by them because of what they have learned from you. After all, isn't this what we all want most? To love and be loved. Thank you.